Hey everyone, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to the Happily Ever After podcast. Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're hitting episode 38 now. I said I wasn't going to keep counting, but here we are, episode 38. And we're glad to have you joining us this week. We're finishing up our last day, our last vlog, our YouTube vlog.
We just watched it.
We did. We literally just finished it ourselves. And it's so sad. We have so much to unpack. I have so many emotions because...
Literally unpack.
Yeah, literally. Watching the end of these vlogs always get me. And I think we'll get into those feelings and emotions once we get into
there's one thing that really got you.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll dive into that. But we just want to say thanks for being here this week. We appreciate you as always deciding to listen to our podcasts, and there's tons of Disney ones out there. There's tons of podcasts out there, but you chose us, and we are really appreciative of that. But I want to talk about something that just kind of happened today when we're recording. It's Thursday, May 28th, when we're doing this, 9:35 at night, so not too late.
Not too bad.
Yeah, so not too many yawns are going to come from us, but definitely a whole lot of mix-ups with our words, because that's how it works. The earlier we can't get the words out, the later is when the yawns come out. So just preparing you guys. But carousel progress. This was big news that came out, and we don't always talk about Disney news on our podcast. We just sometimes we'll do that on our Patreon show. We'll talk about Disney news there, or sometimes we'll do quick little hits on it. And today we're just going to quickly hit on this because this is a huge deal. Disney announced today that Carousel Progress is basically getting an entire makeover and redo. And I saw this morning. I sent it to Amanda, and I was just like, I'm not ready. I have a lot of thoughts and emotions. I'll let you go first, real quick. What are your thoughts and emotions? And if you haven't read, you don't know the changes, I guess I should say that all the show scenes are changing. It's starting with the Walt Disney animatronic that we all knew was going to happen, or that you should have known. Maybe you don't, but we're getting the Walt Disney animatronic. He's starting the show off for us. And then you're going to go into the 60s in the summer for the moon launch, the 1969 rocket to the moon landing. Then we go into the 80s, the Halloween version of the 80s. Now, I think it's 1989 or something like that with the Halloween. And then we're going to go into Y2K, right before the New Year's Eve of Y2K. And then it's going to go to sometime in really far future, kind of off planet-ish, something like that. And they showed the concept art for that, and that looked very Fantastic Four.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There's so much to break down about it, because there looks like there could be walking animatronics and things like that in there.
Oh.
Yeah, there's so much, and we could probably say that for another day, but because we have a lot to talk about. I really just want to get your thoughts and feelings.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be all that. Sad to see the old show go. I really am all for things being reimagined and updated and all this, but I feel like this is such a classic. It's a little bit, and Walt Disney himself worked on it and had a hand in it, all the scenes, so it's gonna be hard to see that without knowing the Walt Disney's charm will not have had a hand in the second one. But it is generally the same idea. It's just updated scenes. I'm sure it'll be the same family and, still have some of the same little quips and everything that they say. So looking forward to seeing something new, but this one kind of gets me a little sadder than most reimagined rides do.
That's what I was expecting from you. We've talked about Tiana's and Splash, right? We've talked about Rock and Roller Coaster from Aerosmith to the Muppets. We've talked about all that. And for you, some of those just don't move the needle too much for your emotions. But Carousel Progress, I felt would be a big one.
Yeah.
And it is for me too. And I have a couple of thoughts. This closes July 6th, by the way. And that's my first thought is, I was oh, okay.
It's really quick.
Hopefully. Yeah, I was hopefully.
Really quick.
Yeah. It reopens in, they're saying, I think it was, sometime in 2027. I thought we would hopefully have enough time to see it this September trip we have coming up. But no, it will be closed before that, and we haven't seen it in 2 years. And Jackson was actually really excited to see the show this year. And so it's like really sad that like we're not going to get to do it, not going to get to see it before it closes and completely changes. And yeah, I agree. Like a lot of it's changing with not being like Walt Disney's Carousel Progress. Like this, for the most part, is what was at the World's Fair.
Yeah.
So it's really sad to see like that's going away. And I hope there's some of that history preserved somehow. But the other half of this is I'm really excited because I am excited to see what they do and like the new show scenes and like updating it and just seeing like, yeah, the Carousel Progress has always been about like the funny quips and things, and like the family's still going to be there. Uncle Orville's still going to be there. So like there's still going to be those little touches that are going to make it charming and funny. And seeing how Disney Imagineering has been on a roll recently, I fully trust that it's going to be great. But just losing that little bit of old nostalgia in the park is just kind of like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of like classic rides left. Like some of them have had like updates, but like still remain like older, like Peter Pan, you know, Pirates. But to kind of like lose it completely and like have it completely redone instead of like added to, or like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like a little sad that like, I don't know what I would have expected, but like, I don't know. It's a lot to process.
I know it is a lot to process. I just have some really sad emotions about it right now. I'm just like trying to deal with them and handle them. But you know, I am looking forward to what it's going to be. I think it'll be great, and looking forward to seeing what Imagineer can kind of create in this space. But it also kind of makes you question, like, is there anything untouchable at Disney World anymore?
Nope. I thought the Carousel Progress was completely untouchable.
Yeah. Like, I honestly, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I would put the Carousel Progress with the Haunted Mansion, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I put it above it.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, like, Disney history. So, like, them adding the show scene with Walt Disney, like, yeah, that's not anything a big deal. Or changing the end scene, not a big deal. That's been updated before, but like the rest of it, I don't know. And it has seen different iterations, but for the most part, it's still the same. Like this is going to be completely different. So that's really crazy. So September, we have a trip. I think we've talked about it. And if you're new and you're listening now, we have a trip we're taking to Disney World September 14th through the 21st. So we would love, if you guys are in the parks, September 14th through 21st, come and find us, say hi. We'd love to say hi to all of y'all. We over the years having our YouTube channel, we've bumped into so many different people who follow along, and it's been amazing, and it's such a fun time. So let us know if you're planning on coming down around those times. But let's get on to the show, and let's talk about some ways that that really helps us here, like our 5-star reviews, because you know what? We have a new 5-star review.
I love that.
I know. So the best way to support us here on our show is right now is going to give us a 5-star review over on Apple Podcast. You can go right on over there if you're listening on Apple Podcast. And well, our goal this year is to hit 100 5-star reviews by the end of this year. It would be amazing. And this one that we recently got was so nice and such a surprise. And this is the last new one we had. Someone else gave us 5-star, but they didn't write a review in. They just gave us 5-star, which is also great. But we always read the reviews out if you leave them. So this is the author, I guess you could say, the person, but the name is TCLR 300,000. I don't know what that stands for. I've tried to look it up. I didn't know if it was like maybe short for something, but I don't know. They titled it Amazing Podcast. They said, love this podcast so much. Leaving a review with hopes it helps y'all reach your goal of 105 stars by the end of the year. Keep up the great work. Praying for your success and happiness in all that you do.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one. We love that one. Thank you so much. Whoever you are that wrote that, that was really, really amazing, and we love that one, so thank you. And you can support us on Apple 5-star reviews, or you can come join our Patreon, and you can hear what we're going to be talking about tonight, because we're going to be talking about Our upcoming Disney trip, our Disney September trip, we're going to be hosting a party over at our house this coming weekend, and we're going to be talking about all our planning that's going into that and some of the fun activities we're going to be doing, hosting the family, and just what we do to prepare for our Disney trips, and it's a really good time. So join us over on patreon.com/happilyeverafter. You can become a paid member and get all the bonus shows weekly that we do, plus a lot of other exclusive content. You can also support us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the places. You can find all those in the show links below. But hey, let's get on to this week because it's been a really fun week. I've had several days off this past week and we've got a lot done. We had a lot of time together. So what happened this past week in your world?
We cleaned. We did so much cleaning. I wouldn't say finally, because I don't think we're done, but we cleaned a lot of the garage. We have like all these like big bins and they have like holiday stuff in it. And we keep forgetting, accidentally on purpose, to stack the boxes back up because we're like, oh, well, then we're going to need this and then we're going to need this. And then they end up on the floor and then the boxes aren't packed properly. And then there's random Easter stuff and Valentine's stuff that we find everywhere. And then everything gets thrown out there and trash gets thrown out there and stuff that's too big to fit in our garbage can gets thrown out there and stuff to donate gets thrown out there. And then we can't walk in or out of the garage. Never mind parking my car in there. I've not been able to park my car in there since sometime over the winter.
Yeah, it was like right before Christmas.
And that's always a struggle.
Yeah.
Because we have a 2-car garage. We also have an air hockey table. Mitchell.
Yep. Well,
taking up space.
Hey, if anyone wants an Avengers air hockey table, you can come find it here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's very cool, but we don't have room for it and we don't play it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we just don't have the time. So we did a lot of that. Now we have space to walk in the garage. We've reorganized a lot of our craft stuff, especially for the kids. We have our popcorn machine that Mitchell got for his birthday sitting out in a nice stand now. That's all organized.
It looks great, by the way.
It looks really good.
You created a nice little space for it.
Yeah, it's really cute. So I'm really happy with all that. We also completed our Disney trip countdown. We filmed a bunch of little clips for it, which will be on a TikTok later. Also, Mitchell, you got to get working on that. Yeah. But we haven't 100% finished it.
Yeah, there's like one thing left.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. I cannot wait for us to start it. And we're only a couple of weeks away, really.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, basically when we get back from the beach, we'll have like 2 weeks until we start it, pretty much.
And if you follow our Instagram, we'll do the countdown every single day. That'll be up to Amanda for posting.
Oh, gosh. I can't remember to do anything every single day. And then on Memorial Day. On Memorial Day. Oh, God. The Tennessee is seeping into my veins.
Very Tennessee of you.
God, I like that drawl. I like felt it coming out of my mouth. I could not stop it. Oh man, I need to go to New Jersey quick. Oh God. Okay. Memorial Day. We went to the Tanger outlets. We went to Lululemon. We went to the the Gap outlet, and we went to the Disney store. Was it a good idea? No. Was it traumatizing? Yes. Who cried more? I think the adults did, like inside tears. It was a time.
Yeah.
It was a time.
Jack was not having the best day.
He had quite a large attitude. He's really been like pushing buttons a lot recently and using our phrases back on him, which are very nice. Like, you know, hey, it's not your choice. It's time for bed. And he's, it's not your choice, mommy. And I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. So Jack ended up, Mitchell had to take him out of one of the stores. He was not happy about that. Then Stella was just not happy to be doing anything. So as Mitchell's in the car dealing with Jackson, like privately talking to him and figuring everything out, I have Stella under my left arm, like football style, as she's whining and crying. She won't sit in the stroller. She won't eat. She won't drink her bottle. She won't do anything. So I'm pushing the stroller with one hand, football style, holding my 10-month-old under my other hand while she's crying, and walking through the outlets. And you know what everyone says? Wow, she looks really sad.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I am. Thank you. I really should have said that. I really should have. Anyway, we made it to the Disney outlet after Lululemon and the Gap. And we didn't get anything.
That was like the first time we were in the Disney store and didn't
It
buy
literally
anything.
was. I didn't love the selection. I did not love the prices.
It's not really
and
an
I
outlet.
didn't love how crowded it was.
Yeah. It's not really an outlet.
It's
like
really
it is,
not.
but it's not. Like they do have
I always
prices.
think like outlet means like discounted.
Yeah. And there are things that are.
There are some things that are, but there are a lot of things that are not. And it's just like standard price. Like
There's stuff that
I go to an outlet like strictly for a discount. Like I am a clearance shopper, couponer, Ibotta-er, fetcher, whatever it is, I'm on it. Digital coupons, I'm doing all of it. I go to an outlet. This is my soapbox. I go to an outlet in an outlet store expecting every item to not be at full price. And almost every single item in that store is full price. Riddle me that, Batman.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. How is that an outlet?
Yeah.
At the Lululemon store, do you have any items full price at your outlet?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really don't get it.
I don't either. And they literally have things that are actively being sold in the park right now as well.
Right. Like, I don't need that. Just open back up the actual Disney store for that.
They did. In, I think it was like Michigan or Indiana, something like that. So
Like,
hopefully
I just want like actual outlet stuff. Like I want overstock. I want stuff that's not selling. I want like last season stuff, 2 years ago stuff. Like that's what I want. Because I don't care like how new it is. I want cheap Disney stuff. That's why I'm going to an outlet.
Yeah.
And they had like a clearance event going on. I think it was like 50% off clearance or something like that. But there was only like 2 racks of it. And you couldn't get to it because it was in like a corner of the store over by all the kids' toys, which like was terrible placement. And then the pajamas are really close to the registers. And so I feel weird like kind of standing behind the register to like check the price. I don't know. It's just sort of weird. I really wasn't happy. And besides the fact that Jack pitched a fit and Stella pitched a fit. And then Jack was like, can I have this? Can I have this? And I was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to put both of these kids down in their bed and for me to go lay down in bed.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was rough. But that was our Memorial Day. There's a few Disney things that you have to talk about. More Disney news, even though we're not a Disney news podcast.
Yeah, I know. Well, these are 2 big ones. Bluey and Soarin' across America opened up. So for all y'all that needed to know, mostly this is important because Jackson really loves Soarin' on this last trip. So I'm excited for that. And then Bluey, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait for us to be able to go over there and for him to get some pictures. And I know it's not a exclusive meet and greet. It's just like, it's like games and activities and dancing and all that they can do. But like, I'll snap a photo with him with Bluey somehow. So or at least Bingo. I don't know if he even cares about Bluey. He cares more about Bingo. So
He really loves Bingo.
yeah, so I'm really excited that that's opened up. We went and finally, a couple of days past opening, I say finally, I watched the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
It was so good.
It was so good. Our thoughts and opinions on it were really high. There was only one part of the movie we felt like dragged out for a hot minute.
Yeah.
That could have been shortened, but otherwise we really enjoyed the movie a lot. It stays so true to what the Mandalorian and Grogu are all about. The action in the movie was absolutely incredible. Just really, really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. It was amazing. And Amanda, what did you get?
Oh, I got the Grogu popcorn bucket, and I got the Mandalorian and Grogu cup that has a like cup topper of Grogu.
Yeah, spent about $100. Well, spent over $100 on. We saw it in 3D, and got the little souvenirs and stuff. So yeah, pockets feeling a little light. But we had a really great time, honestly. It was really
good.
And then this is the biggest accomplishment we had this weekend besides the garage. Jackson and I finished up the Star Wars Legos he had. It's the ITS, which if you're like, what's the ITS? That is the ship that you get on when you're doing Rise of the Resistance, the one that you take all the way up to I wanted to say Death Star, but it's not the Death Star. It's the, what is it called now? Now I'm like blanking because I want to keep saying Death Star.
The bad guy ship.
Bad guy ship. Yeah. Yes. Star Destroyer.
That's what it is.
That's it. Yeah. Only took us having to look it up. We knew what it was, but it was just one of those things where you think one thing and then your mind is so set on it and you can't get off of it. But yes, so the ship that you get on, that you see General Beck and you're flying, you get caught and you're taken to the Star Destroyer with all the stormtroopers. So that's the ship we built and we had a great time. We've done it over the course of a couple of weeks. He's loved it. He's loved building Legos. He's been so great at it and he just wants more. Now he wants Anakin's Anakin's ship, and he wants the Razor Crest, so Mando ship. You saw it today at Target, and it's like $130.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be an expensive hobby.
I know.
It's a good shared hobby because I love Legos. I grew up doing Legos, but at the rate Jackson wants to do them, I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to get another job just to keep up with that. Yeah. Let's get on to our main topic because we're talking about finishing the Star Wars Legos. Well, it's time to finish our Disney World trip. And this comes with, like we said, with a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, but it's been a great couple of weeks discussing our September trip from last year, from 2025. I've really enjoyed going over every single episode that we've premiered on YouTube. And, for the most part, it's been almost day by day and sometimes a two-parter by each day. And it's just been fun, watching it over again, but then thinking about all the memories we had or the little extra things that we get to talk about that we don't always show, on camera, because you know what? There's just things that happen that you just don't want to show.
Yep.
Right? Meltdowns and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun. So let's get it finished up and get into this. We ended our night here at Hollywood Studios. So we got to the park around 7:30. I love walking into Hollywood Studios around mid afternoon, kind of going into the evening. It's
early evening.
Early evening. Yeah.
Although I wouldn't consider 7:30 early evening.
Yeah, this was a little bit later.
Yeah.
Right as soon as the sun is starting to set.
Because we usually do walk in around that time. That's why you love it so much, because we're always trying to go see Fantasmic.
I know. It's just got that glow to it.
I know.
The lights are on. Sometimes you hit it and the sun's still out, but it's setting. So you have that pink hue all over. Or sometimes it's just a little bit darker. And Hollywood Studios just looks beautiful. Yeah, I love it. So we walk in. Our plan is to go to Fantasmic, but Jackson's bubble wand is not worked this whole trip.
First order of business. Mommy to the rescue.
Yes.
So Jack got his bubble wand on the second day we were there, I believe. And, he's a kid. He leaves it on. Whether it's the lights are on, the bubbles are on, the lights and bubbles are on. And we try to have him turn it off as much as we can, but it's also his toy and he can leave it on if he wants to. And I, for a long time, have heard that you can get the batteries swapped out. I know you have to buy more bubbles, more bubble solution, of course, but that's only $1. But I heard you could get the batteries swapped out. So I went into Oscar's, which is the place where you can rent the strollers and the wheelchairs and everything. And I asked if they had any batteries for the bubble wand. And he was trying to look around to sell me some. And coincidentally, as he was trying to show me where they were, a manager walked by and was like, "Oh, let's just replace it. When did you get the bubble wand?" And I was like, "I don't know, 4, maybe 5 days ago." So he was like, "Yeah, let's replace them." And so they literally went in the back, got some batteries, and popped it in Jackson's bubble wand. They had a screwdriver there and everything, undid it, put it back in. Bam. Perfect. And let me tell you, this kid lit up like a Christmas tree. He was so happy. So happy. And this is probably the only time that this whole trip that we got him sitting in the stroller still, because he was so elated that this bubble wand was working. He just sat there and he left it on, and all the bubbles were coming up and over back into Stella's seat. And you know what? That was probably the happiest she ever was in that stroller too. It was a double win. I loved it. We called it her little car wash because it was just like coming in and she's like, all the bubbles were landing on her. And we were like, she doesn't even need a bath. She's getting her own car wash back here. It was great.
It was perfect.
I was very proud of myself.
And it was such a good moment.
I know.
Too.
We were like, well, like, should we, shouldn't we? It's like the last night. And I was like, you know what? We're going to see Fantasmic. Everyone has light up stuff there. Like, we're here at night. We'll be here for a while. Like, I'm doing the thing. I'm getting the new batteries. So maybe next time we bring some batteries and like a little like eyeglass screwdriver, or maybe we try to replace it before we go, or maybe we just go back into a shop and just ask if they have any.
Yeah.
I mean, did we just get the bubble one? No. Do we lie? I don't know. You know? It kind of feels wrong because like we got helped once, so I don't want to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe they should be lasting more than just the 3 to 5 days that we had it.
Yeah. He honestly didn't just leave it on all the time either. Like,
no, it wasn't on all the time, but like it was on a lot.
It should have lasted definitely more than it did.
Yeah. We thought it was like faulty from him dropping it. Because like it was pushing out bubbles, but they were all just sitting there getting stuck on the top. And I was like, it's not pushing them out hard enough. So I was like, I'm just going to see if it's the batteries. What does it hurt? And I never do that stuff. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Great win for you.
Thank you.
Well, before we made it to Fantasmic, because that was later in the day, we had a couple more hours left, so we decided to go see the Villains Unfairly Ever After, and this was our first time seeing it. We pretty much made the choice of this over The Little Mermaid, because The Little Mermaid show, which was new, we've seen the old version, and this was a show that we haven't seen, obviously, at all, in any kind of iteration, so we were like, let's see this. We think this will be, better. We can always see The Little Mermaid again, but you never know how long like a show like Villains is going to last. So we went and saw that, and honestly, it was amazing.
It was a lot better than what I thought it would be.
Same. It was the perfect length. We had three villains. We had Captain Hook, Cruella, and Maleficent.
Do they switch out?
At
first I thought that they were supposed to switch out or something.
That's what I thought too. And I've seen other videos and talking to other people, and they've gotten the same 3, so I don't believe so.
Interesting.
Maybe there's room for that in the future if they want to, I'm sure. But those are the only 3 as of now. But I was blown away. I thought the show was done amazingly. The song is a banger.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Captain Hook had the best song though.
Yeah, he did. Maleficent won though.
She did.
It's your girl. We were watching. What?
I said yeah.
Oh. We were watching the video back, and honestly, listening to the crowd again, it sounded like everyone was voting for Cruella.
Yeah, except for me that was yelling Captain Hook.
Yeah.
I love Maleficent, but Captain Hook just had the better song. He was hilarious.
It was a good one. He had a really good set too. So definitely go see that show. Our 3-year-old son, Jackson, loved it. So, is it a show for little ones? Yes, I would say yes. It's not scary by any means. So, take your kids. Obviously, it can be loud. So if you have little ones,
it was very loud. That's what I was going to touch on that because of course we had Stella and we had her headphones on. It was a bit loud though. We were also kind of close to the front, which is kind of where the speakers are, but I don't know. It's not really that big of a room either. So I feel like no matter where you are, it's going to just be a bit louder than expected.
Yeah, so keep that in mind, but definitely go see that show. We finished there. We had a little bit more time before Fantasmic, so we have one thing we got to do before we leave the park.
Our last ride was Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. We hopped on that at 8:30. I was filming him with me, and he had such a good time. He was like dancing and just like hanging out and looking at everything. It was really, really sweet. It was honestly the best ride for us to end our trip on, like ride.
Yeah, I just don't think there's ever a better ride to end. Hollywood Studios has been a really great park for us to end on, and you just can't beat Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Kind of encompasses like all the feelings that you need, the fun, the thrill, the kind of nostalgia of it all. So But yeah, that was it. We were on our way to Fantasmic at that point. We stopped and got some beers on the outside. I think we all just, me, you, and Dad, maybe Mom too, I think.
We all just got Bud Light.
I think we all just got Bud Light.
Yeah. Which is so weird. I don't ever get something like that. But like, usually I'll get like a White Claw or like a Truly. I don't know if maybe they didn't have them. I don't know.
No, so they had other options. But I asked you, and you literally were like, you were just like, no, I just want a Bud Light. I'll just do a Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like, I think you were just like, you know what? I don't care. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Just whatever. Like, you were
Well, I didn't want a mixed drink.
Yeah, no.
So,
no,
yeah. I didn't want a mixed drink, and I don't think they had White Claw or Truly. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do a Bud Light.
Yeah. Which is funny. I think you also got a Bud Light like years ago when we saw Fantasmic.
Probably.
Maybe it was like yeah. But we got those. We headed into Fantasmic. We got front row seating on Fantasmic. So, I mean, we were literally down to like actually, like, technically there's that one row that's like kind of broken up, but yeah.
It's a handicap row.
Yeah. That's right. Hello. Thanks.
Hello. You worked there.
That's been years ago. But it was amazing. And what else?
We had some time to kill. I don't know how we got down so low. Like, we weren't even like one of the first people in the theater. I guess no one wants to sit that close, but it was a really good seat. We had some time to kill though. And we bought Jackson, before we went in, we bought him one of those light up Slinky dogs because we were so proud of him for riding Slinky Dog and being so brave. And we told him all about it and he was so excited. But it took us about 10 minutes to figure out how to turn it on. We were looking at everything, every part of this dog we were examining, up and down, his feet, his tail, his head, his ears. Like, we were like, where is it? Is it like somewhere like inside the body here? Like, how do you turn this thing on? Like, we pulled the strip, but like, how do you turn it on? I was literally looking it up online. I was reading Reddit threads of how to turn on Slinky Dog. There's a button. Like right under his collar, I believe it is. Like on the front of him. You just doop. It's a button.
It was insane. I mean, over-examining.
Yep.
And you finally
No one could find it. I couldn't find it. You couldn't. Your mom was looking at it. Like, we could not find this button for Slinky. We found it. Jack was very happy.
He was happy, yeah. And he loved the show, as always. That's his favorite show, is Fantasmic.
Yeah.
So it was also something we wanted to end our trip on. It was my parents' first time seeing Fantasmic and I mean, years. And when I say years, probably since like when Fantasmic came out.
Yeah, they really liked it though.
I don't remember. They haven't seen it since I was young.
Oh.
Yeah, since I was probably like 10 or 11, maybe even younger than that.
That's pretty crazy.
That's how long it's been. And they loved it.
Yeah, and the new version's really nice too.
Yeah. So, finished up the show. We were walking out, and like Amanda said, Jackson had his little Slinky Dog. So, I grabbed one end of it. He had the other, and that way I could keep up with him. And he thought it was hilarious.
It was really funny, actually.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you took a video of it because it was so cute. It's like a nice moment to remember.
Yeah. So we were just holding on this way. It kept up with my little buddy. He had one end of it, and before we left the park, we did a little bit of shopping.
Yep, we went into just a few stores. We did some Christmas shopping, and we did... I don't remember what we bought, really.
I don't actually remember what we bought in the stores, no. But we went through like
shops. 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, it was good. Jack held on to his little Slinky the whole time, which was so cute. We made it to the bus stop, and I think we made a little joke about actually getting a seat on the bus this time because I think the last bus that we rode on, I had to stand with Stella.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I was standing too.
Right.
I was gonna say, it wasn't me. Yeah.
It was. No one is obligated. No one has to. But like, even me sitting with like just a toddler, if I ever see someone with like anyone that looks younger than my child, I will give up the seat for them. You know?
Yeah, I just feel like if there's a mother holding a baby on a bus, I think there just should be some courtesy of like giving up your seat.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I mean, everyone thinks differently, and you're not obligated. Totally get that. But
yeah, but anyway, we did get a seat. Me and you and Stella sat in the front, and we left Jack at Studios. No, Jack.
We actually did leave him.
We did. He went off to the back of the bus to sit in that back seat all the way in the middle.
Your favorite spot?
My favorite spot. It's nice and warm back there. Him and his little Slinky dog and his Donald Duck hat and his new family. He made a new family and he was yapping with everyone there and he was happy as a clam. Mitchell offered to sit back there with him. I was like, oh, I could just hold the stroller here. Like, Stella's sleeping. It's fine. Nope. He wanted to be alone in the back of the bus. Him and Slinky, his Donald Duck hat and his pin. Oh, nope, not his pin lanyard. We lost that one.
Yep. All those plus his new family.
Yep. And his new family.
They had a great time talking.
They did.
To him.
Yeah.
And he did really well. I watched him, by the way. We didn't just turn away.
Oh yeah, no, we were watching him the whole time.
So, but they were amazing.
Then we told Jackson we were going to go back for a night swim. So we went back to the room. We put Stella down for bed, got dressed. Your parents watched Stella while she was sleeping on her little monitor. And we went to Turtle Pond for a night swim. And I'm so looking forward to doing this on our next trip.
I am too. And I love it. This was something I was really hoping. We had our refillable mugs. And I was really hoping that the drink station would be open in there. Because I just didn't know. And we got there, went in, and guess what? Love that. So I love having access to like a refillable station like 24/7. That's amazing. So props to the Turtle Pond pool for that. I think that's probably all the locations with the refillable mugs in the resorts, but I really, really thought that was great.
Yeah, it was good. So you got our drinks. We had a bag of sour cream and onion chips, which I ended up like nearly making myself sick on. I had a bag.
Yeah.
Like a family size bag. We thought that we would eat more like snacky kind of stuff in the room and we actually really didn't. So we had this whole bag and I was like, oh, that's for dinner. Not a good idea. But Jackson was literally dipping his toes into swimming on his own. So I went in there with him and was trying to hold him and he just didn't want to be held at all. And he wanted to just try to swim on his own, which was really cool to see. But we did put the life vest on him and all he wanted to do was jump in the pool. Just get out and jump in, get out and jump in. And then he would I was standing in front of him so I could sort of catch him because I didn't know if he wanted to go underwater or not. And then, we started talking about it more and he didn't want me to hold him. But he would just point to the side. He'd look, a bird. And then he would jump in and I was like, okay. And then he was just swimming around, just doing his thing. I had him swim to the other side of the pool and back and he really enjoyed it. We also went in the hot tub for just a second, but we told Jackson he could only dip his feet in the hot tub. I just don't think he's old enough for a hot tub yet.
Yeah.
But we went in, it was nice, and Jack had a good time sitting there hanging out. We reminisced a lot about how when we were there with Ashley and Emma, what a good time we had.
That was a good trip.
It was a really good trip. We got done at 12:15 a.m. So Jack was awfully tired, but we let him sleep in bed with us. He was dying to sleep in bed with us the whole time. We had the king size bed and we said, you know what? It's the last night. None of us are getting much sleep anyway. Let's just let him sleep in bed with us. And he did. It really wasn't bad.
Yeah, he was all right.
He didn't snuggle. He just moves quite a bit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But it was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I, we sleep, we keep to our side of the bed mostly. So he just kind of had the whole middle of the bed to himself.
Yeah, I think that was the issue. Is I had no room. That was my biggest issue. I didn't have much room.
Yeah.
The whole night because I was contained to a tiny little part. And he's
tiny little part. That was a king size bed. There was a lot of room.
Yeah. Yeah, but you and Jack take up a lot of space.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But he enjoyed it. It was good. We did sleep. It was fine.
Yeah.
No one was up in the middle of the night. Everything was fine. I think we even got up to go to the bathroom. And he didn't get up at all.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was so tired. And then we went home the next day. Very sad. We got packed up and I went into the kitchen and got us a little buffet platter of cinnamon raisin bagel, I think an onion or an everything bagel with cream cheese or butter. I don't remember what I put on it. We had some chicken biscuits, some sausage biscuits, and we had the last glass Cokes.
Yeah, those were amazing. The best little snackies of the trip. Yeah, and then after that, Jackson had on his little DVC shirt, We talk about it in the vlog. We got it for him like 2 years ago. We got it for him, or no?
Your parents got it for him.
Yeah, my parents got it for him 2 years ago, and we take a little picture of him with it on at Old Key West every year, just to like see how he grows into it, because it's too big for him, and it's just interesting to see how he's like grown into that shirt every single year, and we'll have to bring it back this year. And I'm just kind of sad because I even asked him
I think it's his size this year.
Yeah, I even asked him on the vlog, or I talked to him on the vlog, and I'm like, I was like, do you think this shirt is shrinking, or are you getting bigger? And he's like, I'm getting bigger. And I said, oh, that makes me sad. And he was like,
no, you're not sad.
Yeah, you're not sad. I'm like, yeah, kid, I am. Like, don't grow up on me here. But yeah, so we packed up all the stuff into the car, went down to the gift shop at Old Key West. I went in real quick, got a couple of things.
It was not real quick. It was forever and a day. It was just you. And I sat in the car with everyone complaining to me, why are you not out yet? And we are going to miss our flight. And I sat there rage texting you, and you were la-di-da shopping.
It took 15 minutes, by the way.
It was the longest 15 minutes of my life. It was literally... That 15 minutes was truly longer than the time it took to get Stella out of me.
Well, you know what?
It was terrible. And more excruciating, might I add.
You know what? We made it to the airport with plenty of time. We got our Toro, our car that we rented through Toro. We got it returned, which was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then we took our flight back home, landed, and this is when something great, you got to end the trip with something really, really good. So I was like, I'm going to go get our car. And I did not take my wallet with me. I left it with Amanda. Well, I go up to the system and I pull up and it says contactless payment. I was like, oh, great. I could just use Apple Pay. And it says it accepts Apple Pay. So I go to tap and it doesn't work. And I tap and I tap and I tap and I tap. And it's just not working. So then I call the guys that, I don't know, run the system, and they're like, well, we'll have to send someone over to you. It'll be a few minutes. We're helping with someone else. So I think I sat there for like 40 minutes.
We were there for such a long time. I was so mad.
Yeah, so I sat there forever. They finally came. I was able to tap my card and or do my Apple Pay through their system that they brought. Got the car around, picked up everyone, got home, and that was the end of the trip. And it was an interesting trip, to say the least. We've talked about it throughout all of our episodes, all of our past episodes, and if you're just coming into the podcast now, highly suggest you go back and listen to it. We had a really good trip in the terms of we got a lot of stuff done, and we just had a good trip in general, but there were definitely some challenges along the way that I don't want to say that like wish we would have done differently. There wasn't things that we really could have done differently. It was just the challenges of having a kid at 3 years old and a baby at 2 months old.
Yeah.
And
it was challenging, and like I kind of hate like that. Like I look back on the trip and I'm like, oh, it was bad because Stella was so young. It was bad because Stella was so young. Like I hate blaming it on her. And I think that like you're going to remember the bad things that happen. I feel like they stand out more than like the neutral or like some of the like good things, because your emotions are more heightened, But looking back on these vlogs, I look a lot happier than what I remember being. And we got a lot more done than what I remember doing. So it was really interesting. I think the hardest thing for me was I was 11 weeks postpartum, 5 weeks post gallbladder surgery, and still trying to figure out pumping on the go and regulating my supply.
For the first time, by the way.
For the first time. And feeding Stella and caring for her. And she didn't like her stroller. So those were like the really big things. And then you add that into the fact that Jack is really excited. Jack wants to do a lot of rides. And then he's sort of like, Mommy can stay with Stella and I'll do it with Daddy. And like that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. So like there was just like a lot that went into it. So like the not great side of it is I felt a little left out this trip. Like not like purposefully by anyone. Well, I guess maybe by Jack, but I don't think he meant it. But like I was isolated because like I didn't go on the Mad Tea Party, the teacups. I sat there and pumped. and then washed my parts and then like did all that. I didn't go on tower because I sat there and pumped. Like we could have done the rider swap, but like, I don't know. It's just like, maybe your mom could have sat out with Stella, and like walked her around or like whatever.
You could
know
have
what
been
I mean?
on Jackson's first time on Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah.
Yeah. But like, I don't want to blame pumping either, It's just like, it's just what comes with it.
Yes.
So like, it was great, but it was challenging. And we just learned the right routine too late. Like you always go into it thinking like, well, this is going to be great. I'm going to bring this pump. I'm going to do this. I have this cooler bag. Like I'll just do it on the go. I'll just do this and that. But like, I really didn't get the hang of doing all of it while being in the park until like the last day. I also totally forgot I had a nursing cover in my bag and I could have just put on the nursing cover instead of like sitting somewhere or hiding somewhere or going into this station. And I really should have had you baby wearing Stella a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I could not go to the bathroom. I couldn't pump. I couldn't go on some rides because she was just sleeping on me and it was just better to like, it's fine. Like just let her sleep on me. You go, you go, you go, you go. I feel like we definitely should have like swapped out.
100%.
You know what we should do actually this trip? We should either swap out by the day. Like it's your day to baby wear Stella. It's my day to baby wear Stella. Like if we need to wear her. Or like swap out by like hours. You know what I mean? Like you get her for half the day. I'll get her for half the day,
Yeah.
And that way we could like, I won't be pumping obviously, but like that way we'll all get turns to be like, well, you're with her and I can go on the rides and then I'm with her and then you can go on the rides and you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I need to plan those days for Epcot, or not Epcot, Animal Kingdom for you to be baby wearing. And yeah. So I'll just put you on the baby wearing Animal Kingdom days. Or no, sorry.
On the not
Animal Kingdom days. Wow, I'm already putting myself into trouble there.
How unselfish of you. Thanks for thinking of me.
I think that's a good idea. I think honestly by day is probably easier than like by hour.
I know, but if we only go to Animal Kingdom for one day, then
yeah.
Yeah,
true. We could maybe half it.
Like of course, like, things we can change, but it really was a good trip. We did a lot. We got a lot done. I feel like looking back on these videos has helped to like enhance my view of it. Like, yes, we film most of the good stuff, but I feel like that's also important to go back on.
Yeah, because we did have fun.
We did.
Like, it's Disney World. Like, there's a lot of fun.
I genuinely, I was way happier than what I remember being. So good for me.
Good for you. Yeah, I think it's just like sometimes you want more out of it than what you get.
You're
or what
always
you
going to want more.
Yeah, I think that's really important to remember. Is like you're never going to leave Walt Disney World, whether it's your first time or your 50th time or your 200th time. You're never going to leave there feeling fully satisfied.
Right.
You're just not.
Right. Like we had Melissa and Max on the podcast, last week in the Patreon, and we were talking about like 2 days versus a week. And it's like, all right, you have 2 days just for Magic Kingdom and you feel like you're not going to get everything done. And it was just, Melissa, Max, and their 2-year-old. We went with just me, you, and Jackson, our 2-year-old at the time, a whole week. Just us. So I think we had 5 park days. And we didn't even get everything done. And their trip was not as pleasant as what our trip was. Our trip was great. Dream. 10 out of 10. Everything was great. Everything was perfect. We loved everything. But like, we still didn't get everything done. We still left thinking that we didn't do enough. It's crazy.
It is. Yeah, and just kind of touching on what we mentioned earlier too about like the emotions of it all, and like the emotions of even the last day, and like watching these, like it's really hard when we watch our vlogs back over again. You go through them and then you get to the last day and you're like, the trip's already over. Like, do you ever get that like that last day feeling? And it happened like when you're watching or you're thinking about the vacation, right? And you're going through your days. You're like, okay, well, Monday, okay, we're going to go to Magic Kingdom. Tuesdays, like Hollywood Studios, and then Epcot, and then by this day, okay, and then this is our last day and we're going to do studios. And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The trip's already over.
Yeah. Watching back the videos, I think I have like empathy. And like when I'm like for myself, it's like, oh man, poor Amanda. Like her trip is over. But then like when we're planning and we're like, okay, this is what we're doing. like that gives me anxiety, being like, oh my God, like it feels like it's gonna be over so quick and we're not even there yet. Like that, like kind of sends me spiraling a bit. They're different emotions.
They're the same for me.
Oh.
I don't know which is better, to be honest. I don't know if having anxiety is better or not, but yeah, it's just like,
At least anxiety, you have the trip coming up.
yeah. Well, watching myself, and I was like, yeah, today's our last day, and it's like, I hate that feeling. I know what that feeling's like. Packing up in the hotel room, doing the last couple of rides, that feeling of you're like looking around in the park and you're like, wow, I can't believe the vacation went by so fast. And it's like, same with the vlogs. It's like, I cannot believe that we're here at the end of this vlog series with our Disney trip. It's like reliving those emotions all over again.
Gotta be honest, I'm kind of happy to be done with the vlog series though.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like for the podcast or like for YouTube?
For the podcast.
Yeah, like I am too, because I am ready to move on to some other. We literally have like so many other things we want to talk about.
And we have the beach trip coming up, and then Disney's coming up really shortly after that, so a lot of planning for that.
Yeah, I think sometimes like talking about the episodes on here can get like pretty long for weeks.
Yeah. It makes it long because we're not going to talk about every detail, and then we talk about every detail.
Yeah, we do. I kind of blame you on that one.
Well,
so.
I am very detail oriented, but the problem is that when we're like rewatching the vlogs, we make like bullet points, and it's like, and this, and this, and this, and it's like, maybe those things aren't like super necessary to talk about, but we did it.
I wasn't being serious. I was more so talking about me rambling on.
Oh, well, I do ramble.
Yeah. We're ramblers.
We're yappers. That's why we're so good together.
Just call this the Yapper podcast.
Yappers.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this Disney series. We really hope you enjoyed watching our vacation. If you're watching over on YouTube, if you haven't, go check it out. Go over there, like all the videos, subscribe, because that's where we started everything on. Was almost 10 years ago. Was over on YouTube.
If you have any questions about traveling with kids, like going through the airports and airlines, what you can bring, what you can't, with like formula, with breast pumping, feeding, like logistics of any of that, or with the baby or a toddler or whatever, like products that we used or anything, just let us know. We have a lot of information.
We do, and we'd love to share it. Like, you can message us on Instagram, Facebook, if you follow us over there, TikTok. We talked about YouTube as well. Any of those places you can reach out to us. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. But also, like we've spoke about, we have our Patreon page, and we do bonus shows, and we've done episodes about these things and trips and things that we've taken to the parks, like benefits of like items that we have that we can't, like this. We just did a Patreon episode on like items that we need with having kids at Disney.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
So there's things that we cover over there. So if you become a paid Patreon member, you get bonus episodes and content like that can help you plan your trip as well. So go check that out. But we really appreciate you all listening every week. It means so much. We truly and sincerely mean that. It's amazing how much our podcast has grown over just the past couple of weeks. It's been crazy. So thank you all, because it's because of you that we're here doing this every week. And we hope you guys enjoyed all of it. And guess what? The party doesn't stop till I walk in. Kesha. Or K$.
Party doesn't start.
Start. What did I say? Stop? Okay, well, I think it's got to stop now. Have a great week, everyone. We will see you all next week.